Designer, musician and songwriter who started his musical journey back in 2009. He then later on went to receive his first ever distribution deal from New York City when he was just 17 years old. Born in Vanderbijlpark in Gauteng, J Moscow has worked with numerous acts across the globe and is currently under mentorship of DJ Ganyani. His new single, Finally, is out and features Pearl Khumalo. The song offers a fresh sound which aims to attract not only the young people but all ages alike. He joins us now via Skype to tell us more about himself and his music. J Moscow, very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure, man. And for those that don't know your sound, how would you describe your music and who is it created for?
It's basically, it doesn't discriminate against anyone. It's basically for all South Africans or actually world citizens. So regardless of your race or culture or background. So it's a sound that I would best describe as crossover. So it's basically a mixture of different elements that come together to make one amazing, timeless record.
Yeah, you say it has got crossover appeal, but what are some of these genres that have been, merged to form your product?
It's basically like a mixture of like deep house,
okay,
a bit of commercial house, and a bit of electro as well.
Okay. And your single, Finally, is out. Take us through how the collaboration with Pearl Khumalo came about and how the reception has been. And just the title itself, why Finally?
Finally is a song that we made this year at the beginning of lockdown, level 5.
Okay.
And it's a song that speaks strongly on love, on finding love, on never giving up on love. And just encouraging people to continue to love one another. It was inspired also because we live in a generation right now where a lot of people don't believe in love anymore. So we definitely felt the need to create a song that reminds people the importance and the fundamentals of falling in love. So the title, Finally, it's just basically that moment, that moment when you realize that you finally found your soulmate, and that relief that you get that, okay, no, finally I found my person.
Okay. And what do you think sets you apart from the many artists that are on the scene?
Well, I'd say there's a few reasons. I think first of all, my journey. I've had the opportunity to embark on a journey that has allowed me to work with, of course, different artists, not only in South Africa but also from across the world. And I think that has given me the sort of experience that I feel like is required. I think people need to hear the type of sound that I'm currently putting together, and I feel like that is what sets me apart.
I mean, having worked with so many different artists across the globe, I mean, you are well-traveled yourself. So what are some of the lessons that you've learned in your travels and in your interactions with some of these musical artists across the globe? And how has those lessons helped shape your growth as a music artist?
Wow, I've learned a lot. I think definitely working with I think also one of the most important things that I've learned is that music is a universal language. Regardless of where you're from in the world, you can still be able to communicate with people, whether you're Spanish, whether you're Indian or what. And I think that is an important lesson, one of the important lessons that I've learned. But also another important lesson that I've learned is that music heals. And it's important to take it seriously because there's people on the receiving end, which are, of course, the consumers, whom you need to cater for. And you should never underestimate the power of music because it has the ability to heal, and it has the ability to encourage, and it has the ability to make to change people's lives. I think that's the most important lessons that I've learned.
And you're under the mentorship of renowned DJ Ganyani. Again, how has this helped shape you as an artist?
It has definitely it has definitely contributed a lot to my growth.
Sure.
Of course, he's someone that's of course known. He has a lot of experience in music, and I think his experience has definitely contributed to my growth as far as guidance and just showing me, just teaching me also things that I might have not known before. And I think I've definitely improved a lot, and I think people need to really be on the lookout of more music that I'm going to put out, because it's going to be amazing. Amazing.
Now, Jay Moscow, with the year wrapping up pretty soon, what can you expect to see from you in the future? What are you currently working on apart from this project?
Apart from finally?
Yes.
Okay, I do have an EP that's coming out in 2021, March to be specific. It's titled Live from the Theatre of Dreams, and finally is the first single from that EP. And it's going to be an exciting project. I have very extremely talented vocalists and artists on that EP. And I think people really, really, really need to look out for it. It's going to be amazing.
Good stuff, man. And we certainly hope to host you again to tell us more about that EP. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. That was Jay Moscow talking to about his music and future endeavors. Let's